I color because I feel like it's a nice stress reliever. It's very freeing when you can just, just sit there and focus on the art and not worry about the world around you and just have a nice relaxing time. The first coloring book I got was one by Hannah Carlson. It's called Daydreams. I think she's a Swedish artist, and I saw her coloring book on a YouTube video I watched, and I just really liked the images in it. So I was like, I want to get that. I want to color something in there. My favorite completed page, I think, would be a double-page spread of like 2 elves and some like nature and trees and like a sunrise in the background, animals. It's lovely. That one took me quite a while to color. It was off and on. It wasn't like totally straight, but probably at least 2 weeks working on it for a few hours each day here and there. The average amount of time I spend, it really varies with the image. There's some that are a lot more detailed and are intricate, and there's others that are, simple, but it also depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll work like the whole day just like listening to something in the background or watching something on the side and coloring along for a few hours. Depends on how I'm feeling. First started coloring in these probably 2 or 3 years ago. I think I started coloring in the older ones that I had when I was a kid and just started, coloring. I was like, I wonder what else we could do. And how could I make these maybe a little bit better and more interesting? So I just looked to see what other coloring books were there. I started buying them 2 or 3 years ago. I learned to improve my coloring by honestly just watching like YouTube tutorials. There's a lot of really good artists out there and they give good tips on how to make things look a little bit more interesting, a little more detailed. And so I just sort of started following along with those and kind of created, my own style after, learning from others. I have a lot of colored pencils, maybe not as much as some people, but I'd say at least 300. I've got a couple boxes that like a set that came in like 150 or 120 that I have a few that were like 72 here, like 72 there. So yeah, a decent amount for sure. Haven't actually counted how many coloring books I have. Probably, at least 30. There could be more than that. I haven't had anyone tell me to my face that anything I do is like weird or childish. I'm sure there's some people that think that way, maybe imagine that it's not really art, but art is whatever you want to make it be. Anything that sort of lets you be creative and make things, even redesigning things, is art. You just don't listen to the haters. Fuel that little childish heart of yours and let the light flow. My name is Lauresa Hinton, and I am a coloring book colorist.